Okay, so let's get right into it. There is a massive business war brewing in Silicon Valley, but it's not about the next smartphone or social media app. Nope. This is a fight for the future of how we get around, period. On one side, you've got Tesla, the ultimate disruptor, and on the other, Uber, the undisputed king of ride-hailing. And trust me, what they're fighting over is going to change absolutely everything.
To really get this, we have to rewind the clock back to 2019. Elon Musk gets on stage and makes this incredibly bold promise: fully autonomous robotaxis within a year. The vision was you could literally go to sleep in your car and it would just drive you. He told everyone, mark my words. It sounded like the future had arrived.
But, well, that future didn't show up on time. What actually followed that huge promise wasn't a fleet of robotaxis, it was years of setbacks, some pretty scary crashes, and a whole lot of lawsuits. It turns out that getting a car to drive itself perfectly is one of the hardest engineering problems we've ever tried to solve.
But okay, let's fast forward to the near future. Let's call it 2025. After all those years of grinding away, Tesla finally pulls it off. They unveil a real working robotaxi. And with that one single event, this whole theoretical battle just became a very, very real business war. The first shot has been fired, and it's aimed right at the heart of Uber. And you know who understood the stakes right away? The market. The day of the reveal, Tesla's stock just explodes, jumping up 10%. Now, why is that? It's because Wall Street realized this wasn't just some cool new gadget. No, this was a technology that could potentially make Uber, one of the biggest transportation companies in the world, totally obsolete. So what is this game-changing tech? What's Tesla's secret weapon? Well, it's a whole new philosophy for self-driving that they call general autonomy. And it's an idea so radical, it plans to make pretty much every other approach look ancient. And this right here really shows you the night and day difference. On the left, you've got the old way, from companies like Waymo. They thought you needed superhuman sensors. We're talking expensive LiDAR, radar, super detailed 3D maps. A single car's sensor setup could cost 75 grand. But then you look at Tesla's approach. Musk asked a really simple question. Humans drive with 2 eyes and a brain, right? So why can't a car? Their entire bet is on a simple system with just cameras.
So how in the world do they pull that off? You know, the best way to get it is to think about ChatGPT. Nobody sat down and programmed grammar rules into it. No way. They just drowned it in billions of sentences from the internet and basically told it, figure out the pattern, predict the next word. It learned by observation, not by following a rigid rulebook.
And that's exactly what Tesla did. I mean, they literally deleted 300,000 lines of old computer code, all those if the light is red, then stop commands. Gone. Instead, they just collect a mind-boggling amount of video from their millions of cars already on the road, they show it to their AI, and they give it one single elegant command: copy the human. The AI isn't being programmed, it's teaching itself to drive by watching us.
Now, this technological jump isn't just a cool science project. It's an economic time bomb, and it's ticking away right at the foundation of the entire transportation industry. This is an existential threat, and not just for Uber.
The numbers here really tell the whole story. Right now, taking an Uber costs you on average about $2.50 a mile. Elon Musk is claiming his robotaxis will slash that cost down to just 25 cents. Let that sink in. That isn't just a bit cheaper, that is a 10 times price collapse. That's a fundamental rewriting of the laws of economics for getting around.
So how is that even possible? It's actually ridiculously simple. When you look at where your Uber money goes, about 75% of it goes straight into the driver's pocket. That's the one cost Uber can never ever get rid of because, people need to be paid. Tesla's plan? Delete the human. And when you do that, you delete the single biggest cost in the whole system.
And this is where the implications just get wild. I mean, think about it. If you can call a car to your door for less than a bus ticket, why on earth would you spend $40,000 or $50,000 on your own car that just sits parked 95% of the time? This doesn't just put Uber in danger, it threatens the very business model of giants like Ford, GM. The entire idea of owning a car could just evaporate.
So what do you do if you're Uber? You're facing a potential extinction-level event. Well, they aren't trying to build their own version of a Tesla. No, they're doing something much, much cleverer. They're building an alliance. They are gathering everyone else who is threatened by Tesla to fight a common enemy. And this is their playbook, broken down into 4 steps. First, data. Uber takes its giant treasure chest of real-world driving data and hands it to the AI superstar, NVIDIA. Second, brain. NVIDIA uses all that data to build one powerful AI superbrain. Third, body. NVIDIA then makes that brain available to any car maker out there, BYD, Stellantis, whoever wants it, so they can build the actual vehicles. And finally, the platform. All of these different robotaxis from all these different companies will operate on one single app, Uber.
And that quote really nails their whole strategy. Uber is trying to completely change its identity. They're moving away from being a gig work company for drivers. Instead, they want to be the platform, the open marketplace, the operating system for transportation. They want to be the Amazon of driverless cars where anyone can come to sell their product.
But hold on, this story has a massive twist. Because Tesla's greatest strength, that incredible self-learning AI, it also holds its greatest weakness. It's a hidden flaw that experts call the black box problem. And it is so serious it could get the entire robotaxi fleet banned before it even gets started.
So what is this black box problem? It's actually pretty simple, and it's also terrifying. Because the AI teaches itself through patterns, not rules. Not even the brilliant engineers who created it can tell you precisely why it made a specific choice at a specific moment. If a robotaxi crashes, you can't just look at the code to find the mistake. There is no line of code to point to. The only answer you might get is, we don't know why it did that.
Okay, let's make this feel real for a second. I want you to imagine you're the mayor of New York City, and it's the year 2027. Fleets of these robotaxis are humming all over the city. Everything seems to be working perfectly.
And then, one afternoon, some bizarre glitch in the neural network causes 200 Teslas to crash, all at once, all across the city. 300 people are dead. The media's in a frenzy, families are demanding answers, and they're all looking at you.
And in the middle of all that chaos, the CEO of the company looks you right in the eye and says, "We have absolutely no idea why the cars did that." As the mayor, what do you do? How do you possibly explain that to the public? This is the exact kind of unexplainable, catastrophic risk that regulators and politicians have nightmares about.
So who's going to win this thing? Will it be Tesla's all-in-one, but maybe brittle approach? Or will it be the big, open alliance that Uber is building? Honestly, it's impossible to know for sure right now. But what we do know, what is absolutely certain, is that regardless of who wins, our world is about to change in a way we haven't seen in a century.
The scale of this change is just that profound. A day is coming, sooner than we think, when the whole idea of a person manually steering a 2-ton box of metal down a highway will seem completely insane, inefficient, and just ridiculously dangerous. Our grandkids are going to look at us driving our own cars the same way we look at someone riding a horse to the office.
And that really leaves us with the biggest question of all. This driverless future is coming. It's inevitable. But what kind of world will it create? Is it a world of amazing new efficiency and opportunities that we can't even dream of yet? Or is it a world of mass unemployment for millions of professional drivers across the globe? That is the real war that's just getting started.